Hello and welcome to lesson 33 with Perfectly Spoken. My name is Natalie and today we are doing lesson 2 of present perfect. So what is in the lesson for today? Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look. We have a review of present perfect for experience. That is the present perfect we looked at in the last class. We have a review of past participles. Past participles, they are very important for forming the passive and the present perfect. So we'll do a quick review of irregular past participles. Regular verbs, the past participles, are the same as past simple. For example, watch, watched, clean, cleaned, need, needed, want, wanted, walk, walked, walked, work, worked, okay, etc. They're the same. And we will also look at, as you can see here, present perfect from the past until now. Don't worry, that doesn't make sense. It will make sense at the end of the lesson. Okay, we will look at the use of for and since. And the question, how long have you? Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at some of the sentences, the questions from the last class, just to remind you. I will talk through this very quickly because we did it in the last lesson, okay? All right, so we've got, has Natalie ever been on a roller coaster? This is a roller coaster. You remember the answer, was it yes, she has, or no, she hasn't? And the answer, yes, the blue one. No, she hasn't. I haven't been on a roller coaster. Actually, that's not true. No, it's not true. I have been on a roller coaster. Yes, I have been on a roller coaster. Yes, a long time ago, probably 20 years ago. So yes, I have been on a roller coaster. So the green one is correct. Yes. Okay, and the next question. Has Natalie ever eaten snails? Now on this one, I will not make a mistake. Okay, here are snails. Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Yeah, no, she hasn't. No, I haven't eaten snails. I don't want to eat snails. I will never eat snails. Okay, fact. All right. Okay, let's see what else we've got. So you remember the present perfect for experience is some examples. He has been on a roller coaster. She has eaten snails. I haven't eaten snails. Remember, you have two elements. It's the have or has plus the past participle. So you've got the have or has plus past participle. All right, so past participles. Now we are going to look at some past participles, okay, of irregular verbs. Irregular verbs. Okay, so here we are. If I'm going to put this on the screen, you see that I have, for example, the verb be here, and you've got the infinitive first, then the past simple form, and then just above me, the past participle form, okay? So I'm going to put this here. Here are the verbs in infinitive. Please, if you don't understand the verb, stop the video, write it down, and look it up. You can use Word reference, for example, or another online dictionary. It's very important that you understand what the infinitive of the verb means. Okay, So these are the verbs. We've got be, buy, build, come, do, drive, eat, and find. Now I am going to show you the past simple forms, okay? So we've got be is was or were. I was, he was, she was, it was, but they were, you were, we were. Buy bought, build built, come came, do did, drive drove, eat ate, find found. Okay, and now here the past participle. Notice sometimes the past participle is different to the past simple and sometimes it is the same. So here we've got, for example, with be it's different, with buy it's the same. So I recommend you copy down this or test yourself before I go to the next slide. Okay, so on the next slide, again, we have some infinitives, go, have, meet, run, see, and sleep. I recommend if you don't understand, one, pause the video, look them up in an online dictionary and find the meaning. Okay, are you ready for the past simple? So go is went, have, had, meet, met, run, ran. Notice the difference in the movement. It's run, ran. I kind of open my mouth here. And seesaw, seesaw, seesaw. And sleep, slept. Okay, and here you have the past participles. You can see sometimes it's the same, like had, it's the same in past simple, same past participle, and sometimes it's different. Okay, now it's very important that you learn these past participles. You practice and practice and practice because we use them for the passive, we use them for present perfect, we use them for past perfect. Okay, past perfect is the next level, but it's very, very good to be familiar with these past participles. Okay, so now I'm going to show you something. All right, are you ready? First of all, you see this? Can you see what this is? Can you see this here? Yeah, this is a ring. It's called a ring. R-I-N-G, a ring. And I'm wearing today, I'm wearing 3 rings. Can you see? I've got this one here, like Japanese leaves. I've got this one here. It's actually, it looks like silver, but it's actually white gold. Okay, and I've got here another ring. Yeah, this one is silver with, I don't know what it is, a stone or a shell. Wasn't expensive. Now, I've had this ring here, the one with the leaves. I've had this ring for, I think maybe 25 years. This ring, 25 years I've had it. It's very, very old. In fact, I don't wear it very often. I'm wearing it today for this class, but it's 25 years. I've had this for 25 years. And this ring I've had for about 20 years. Again, 20 years, that's a long time. And this ring, I've had this ring for about 5 years. 5 years, okay? All right, so that's some information. So I just want you to look here. at the use of the grammar here. So I've said, I've had this ring for 2 years. In fact, I've had this ring for 5 years. But look at the example. I am using here present perfect. I have had this ring for 2 years. Now, if you speak a Latin language, like Spanish or Italian or French or Catalan or Portuguese, it is possible that this construction is different to your construction in your language. In other languages like Arabic and Greek, Hebrew, I'm afraid I don't know how it works. So I apologize, but just focus on the meaning, focus on why we use it. Okay, so I'll go back to the screen now. So I have my example. You can see that it's present perfect, and I'm just going to show you here. We've got for 2 years. Now, what does this mean for 2 years? That means I got the ring in the past, so in this case 2 years ago, and the period of time that I've had it has been 2 years. Okay, so, and I still have it now. So you can just see in the example here, you can just see that the now continues. I still have it. So the action of having it started in the past and continues until now. Okay, all right, so let's have a look. I'm going to show you some more examples. You see this? What's this? Do you know? This is a watch, and I've had this watch for about 10 years, and I love this watch, but it's there's a problem. It's broken. Yeah, it's not working. No, I love it. Okay, I've had this. Can you see this? Excuse me, sorry. It's because it's cold today here in Barcelona. I do apologize. Right, you see this? You see this here? This is like a Japanese doll, ornamental doll. And my friend brought it back from Japan for me. Probably, I don't know, about 5-6 years ago. So I've had this for 5 or 6 years. Okay, and then look at this. You see this? Da, 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 da. Hello. Look at this. This is a papier-mâché cat from Sri Lanka. Okay, so my friend was living in Sri Lanka, and she sent me this cat in the post, right? So I've had this cat for about 4 years. Okay, it's a very nice cat. Oh. Okay, and other things I have, for example, I love these. These are great. Look, aren't these amazing? Like they're metal. They're made out of metal. You can see bendy metal, and they're ants. And I've had these for about 3 years, and I really like them. I have 4 of them. Okay, and let's have a, oh, look, this painting. Can you see this painting here? Just a little painting of a beach in the south of Spain. And I've had this for about a year and a half, 18 months. Okay, so going back now to the screen here, you can see here that I've had this ring for 2 years. Now, the 4 relates to a period of time. And you can see here, you can see we have an alternative. You can say for 2 years or since 2016. For 2 years or since 2016. And if you can see just here, the arrow here, the since talks about when it started. Okay, so for example, this ring, I've had this ring for 20 years or since 1998. Okay, 1998 I got this ring. So a long time ago. Yes. All right. So we have two different words. We use for when we're talking about the length of time, and since when we're talking about when it started. Okay, but both are using in present perfect until now. Okay, so let's have a look at some more examples. My mum has had her car 6 months. My brother has had his car 2013. I have had my bike about 10 years. I have been here 8:30. And I have been here 1997. And finally, he has worked here 3 years. Okay, so I recommend that you pause the video, write down the sentences and put in the correct word, or for or since. Okay. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready to see the answers now? I'm going to put the answers on now, so if you don't want to see, then pause the video. Okay, my mum has had her car for 6 months. Notice pronunciation. For 6 months. For 6 months. My brother has had his car since 2013. Notice the pronunciation. Since, not since. Okay. I have had my bike for about 10 years. About is approximately. I have been here since 8:30. I have been here since 1997. And finally, he has worked here for 3 years. Right, okay, so be very careful when you're talking or when you're writing with this, because it's quite a common mistake that people use for instead of since. And notice the word ago, you never use with present perfect. So this word ago, can you see with present perfect? Never. Okay. All right, let's have a look now at some questions. Okay, this is the question we ask. When we want to ask, for example, about the time that I have had this ring, we have a very specific question. So have a look at the question. I'm going to put it on the screen now. Okay, so how long have you? And is the same. How long have you? How long has she? How long have they? How long have I? How long have we? So how long have you? And then the past participle. Look at the examples. How long have you been here? How long has your brother worked there? How long has your sister been married? How long have you had that jumper? How long have you had your watch? Okay, so try and write now, pause the video and try and write down the answers to those questions. Have a go, try. On the next slide, I'm going to put the beginnings of the sentences. Okay, obviously, if in number 3 you don't have a sister, then don't answer it. Obviously, if you don't have a sister who is married, don't answer it, okay? Just because remember, I always say write a true sentence. It's kind of important, okay? All right, so let's have a look. Now, if you want more time, pause the video. If not, we'll continue. Okay, remember that the answers will be or for 8 years or since 1997. Okay, so now I'm going to, right, here are the sentence stems. I have been here. He has worked here. My sister has been married. I have had this jumper. This is a jumper, this jumper or sweater. Jumper, sweater, pullover, they're all the same. I have had this watch. Okay, so try and finish these sentences using for and since. Right, okay, so how did you go? That's quite a lot of information, but we have practiced lots of different sentences using present perfect, and that is really good because remember that practice makes perfect, present perfect in this case. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. I apologize. Anyway, so we did a lot today. Remember to write as many sentences as you can to practice. Make sure the sentences are true. Go around your house looking at things. For example, I've had this purse for 2 years. I've had this water jug since last year. I've had, is there anything else? Ah, yes. I've had this glass. It's actually, look, it's a candle. You put a candle inside. I have a candle inside. This glass, since Christmas. It was a Christmas present, in fact. Okay, so you can go around your house, look at things and just write sentences or think sentences. You may need to use a dictionary, but it's very good to practice. Okay, so let's just do a quick reminder of what we did in the class today. Okay, so we did a review of present perfect for experience, a review of past participles, present perfect for the past until now, the use of for and since, and the question, how long have you? Okay, so that was lots of new information. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you are learning lots of English with me and with Perfectly Spoken. Don't forget you can do the test after this lesson. And I will see you in lesson 34. Okay, take care. Bye.